Hello, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, the tweet is not going out, so hold on. But we are live.
Technical difficulties early.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on. Huh. I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to try and just retweet it then before we get going.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it is not firing. So hold on. How does one?
Take your time.
What?
Said we're good. Take your time.
Let me see if I can get this to work.
It says it's live too. It's weird.
Yeah, no, we are definitely live, so I just don't know why X is bugging out, but let's get into it. For whatever reason, Twitter just wants to bug out today. Okay, we'll see. Maybe Elon will help us out in a bit. But anyways, happy Thursday. Football season is in the rearview mirror officially, sadly. Well, happy Thursday. Happy hump day. Excuse me, Wednesday. It's a new streaming time. Football season's in the rearview mirror. We're going to talk some PGA Tour, some NBA, some college basketball, a lot of hoops. Pitchers and catchers starts today, so baseball's coming down the pipe. Going to hit a bit of a lull here, but we're gonna fill the time wisely. Ryan, how you feeling after the Super Bowl?
I'm good. My Super Bowl was solid. I think I literally made like a ton of bets and came out like negative like $50. So I really just was, there for entertainment. I guess it didn't make or lose too much. So I guess that's a win in itself, but I would have liked to have come out on top. I'm happy the Seahawks won. So the Patriots look terrible. I can always be happy in a game where the Patriots do not look like a good football team. So that made me happy on Sunday.
That's fair. And I hear you have some good news. I heard from a little bird you got engaged recently. So a big, hearty mazel tov and congratulations to you and the missus as well. Some exciting stuff.
Did, yes. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Last Friday.
Well, while the Super Bowl was an absolute snooze fest, I'm not surprised that the Seahawks just kicked the shit out of the Patriots. As we talked about last week, I thought that they had a significant talent disparity. That being said, I was too big of a female dog to actually bet the Seahawks and go with my gut. But I did hit the under. I did hit the Trevion Henderson over receiving yards, so my two big wagers on the game hit. That said, my day was ruined before the game even started. As we discussed on last week's stream, I had a few golf outrights, and they were very live on Sunday. I had Hideki Matsuyama and Siwoo Kim, who were both either tied, both in second. Siwoo Kim was in second place, and Hideki was leading going into Sunday by a stroke. And the Hideki bet was actually for a pretty penny. Would have been close to 4.5K. So I had Hideki Matsuyama outright at the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and that was as painful as it gets. And just my golf losses in the last 6 to 8 months have been absolutely crushing. And I've endured another heart-wrenching loss in which Hideki Matsuyama walked up to the 18th tee, the 72nd hole of the weekend, with a one-shot lead. All he had to do was par, right? He was minus 40,000 to win the event. And what does he do? He goes into the church pews, which I didn't even know exist at that course. He then proceeds to hit the lip out of the bunker, and he makes a bogey. And Chris Goddard forces a playoff, and then Hideki Matsuyama, for whatever reason why, decides to whip out the big stick, go with the driver again, which he could not hit to save his life on Sunday, and proceeds to go in the water. And Chris Goddard gets on the green and sinks a 25-foot birdie putt. And that's all she wrote for me. So another crushing loss. And that just happened minutes before the start of the Super Bowl. So my night was pretty much ruined already.
Yeah, we had it on the split screen right before the Super Bowl. We weren't sure how when it was going to end, if it was going to go long, and sure enough, Hideki made sure that in that playoff hole, it was only going to take one hole.
It was truly agonizing. Like the fact that he once again whipped out his driver after literally Saturday and Sunday hitting. I think he hit 7 fairways on Saturday and then 3 on Sunday. He hit 10 out of 29 fairways in the last 2 rounds of the tournament, and somehow still had the lead going into the 72nd hole, which was very lucky in itself. Like I thought I was going to get lucky on a golf Sunday for once. Like he had no business still being in the lead. I would be the first to admit that. Like he was saving his ass with ridiculous long par putts. He was a wizard around the green. But yeah, his luck ran out on the 72nd hole. And what's weird is Friday he went 8 under, and he did a large part of that with driving irons and woods off the tee, which was great for him. And for whatever reason, on Saturday and on Sunday, he went back to the big stick. He couldn't hit it, and it was the cause of his downfall. I don't know why him and his caddy decided to do that, but yeah, that was a painful golf loss.
Yeah,
Wasn't fun.
I mean, I could only imagine. I mean, that was a ride. I know a couple of people who won on got her up on that, so they had totally like the opposite experience that you had. But that was like heart wrenching. I mean, just watching it was like I don't even it couldn't really comprehend even like the choke there, like how that happens.
I also am an idiot. Look, I had it up. Hideki was minus 40,000 on the 72nd hole, the 18th tee, before he even teed off. Chris Goddard up, I believe, was 20-1. My friend's like, why don't you just put 200 on Goddard up? I was like, you know what? I probably should, but hedging's for gardeners. That was my response to him. So I'm an idiot. I'm a schmuck. But also, if I did that, like the group in front of Hideki still wasn't done. So it was possible like another guy got to 16 under and there would have been a playoff. And it's just like, it wasn't a clear cut, like 1 and 2, right? So kind of
wasn't Hogard 15 under at that point too? Like he could have
Thor Bjornsson, and he didn't finish the yet. So it's just like, what am I gonna do? Hedge 3 guys right now? Like no, like by the time Hideki hits it into the church pews, like right, his odds went from minus 40,000 to minus 700. Obviously, that second shot, if he clears the lip, you're on the green or right around the green, and you're probably gonna go up and down for par. It's not a difficult hole. He just managed to play his driver for whatever reason and duck hooked it left into the church pews that no one knew existed on that course. And yeah, that was it. He couldn't get over the lip, and it was just painful. And then his putt to save par when that jackass yelled. I don't think he would have made it, but like, have some class. Kick that guy off the tour. Get him a lifetime ban, actually. But yeah, just a tough lead into the Super Bowl. But it is what it is. We're back on the horse this week.
I was about to say, what do we got this week now? Who are you going to bring me to so I can have some heartbreak on Sunday this week?
I mean, look, I'll do my best to at least give us a chance, but I guess we'll start with golf then.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, look, the PGA Tour heads back to California for the first signature event of the season at the historic, the iconic, the pristine, the picturesque Pebble Beach Golf Club for the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-AM. It's the first of 8 signature events of the 2026 schedule. As a signature event, for those of you that do not know, the money purse increases to a whopping $20 million. So there's a lot on the line. There is no cut, and the field is just 80 players. It's pretty much the cream of the crop on the PGA Tour, minus a few guys who were hurt last year or just returned from LIV, i.e. Brooks. And in this tournament, for the first 2 days, you actually play 2 courses, Pebble Beach and Spyglass, which is another fantastic one. So you're going to play 1 round in each, and you're going to be paired with I guess like a pseudo celebrity. It's a Pro-Am. I actually looked at the list of the pairings, and I kid you not, I knew like 5 celebrities that are playing with them. Like Condoleezza Rice, Pau Gasol, and there were like 3 others I knew. But if you're betting a first round leader, just be aware that they actually play 2 courses tomorrow and Friday, but obviously first round leader is just day 1. So just make sure you're betting either just look at your sports books. They have options for first round leader at Spyglass, first round leader at Pebble, and first round leader total.
Did they announce who plays what course yet?
Yeah, they already did. If you just go to PGA Tour comms on their Twitter, you'll be able to just quickly see it. I could bring it up too in a second.
Gotcha.
Because some of the names I legitimately do not know, like who are playing as these pro-ams, and I was like kind of astounded, like who these people are. Let's see.
Just trying to pull up too, like what it even.
Hold on, let's share my screen. You see it?
Yeah, it's popping up now.
Like some of these names are.
No, yeah, no clue.
SH is obviously Spyglass Hill, PB, Pebble Beach. But like I go through some of these, like, so I guess we'll call them celebrity names. I don't know many of them. It's pretty wild. I don't know what that says about me. Maybe it's a good thing I don't know them, but like I know Barry Stern, like Pal Gasol. Just going down the list here. Travis Kelce,
Yeah.
Alex
Is that
Smith,
the Alex? Actually, yeah.
Ryan Smith, the owner of the Jazz, Steve
Young.
Young. Yeah, like I know like 10 guys here.
Jake Owen, he's a singer.
Is he? Never. I don't know him.
Country singer. He's a country singer. If you're into that,
Makes sense.
that's why I know him.
Ron DeSantis. Didn't even see that. The governor of Florida. David Solomon. No. Condi Rice, former Browns potential head coach. Like 10 of these people I know. So, but we'll start. Obviously Pacific time, so 11:45 a.m. starts tomorrow. A little bit more context of the course. Pebble Beach, Ryan, and for those of you at home, has some of the smallest greens on the PGA Tour. So you kind of have to be very precise with your approach shots, and you have to be an artist around the greens because these are tough greens, and they're all obviously you're on the coast, right? So everything is going to probably slope towards the water. I've never played it, but I've played courses on the water, and that's usually how it works, right? Everything kind of slopes downwards, how it's built. But off the tee, you don't have to bomb it here. You just kind of need to play it smart, right? Otherwise, you could land it in the Pacific Ocean, quite literally. You don't have to be a bomber, but Rory McIlroy did absolutely crush the ball off the tee last year and did win it. But we're going to look for people that are crafty, right? Good approach games from 150 in, really good around the greens. You want accurate precision golfers this weekend. And let's hope to try and identify a winner. I'll bring up, it would be nice. I could use
That'd be nice.
I would I could really use a pre-flop winner. Like I thought I had it last week, and I was very excited. Only two.
I'm 0 for 2 on the top finish parlays, the 3-leggers that we got on DraftKings. So I think I went 2 for 3 on both them in the last couple weeks. So I'd like to win one this time.
You and me both.
I had last.
I
know. It would be nice.
Would be. Let's find the winner here. Before we do, we actually have a comment. Would love some PD merch, but I think I'd love that mustard. Would love some PD merch, but I think I'd love that mustard Mike's hat more. What the hell is mustard Mike? I didn't even realize that.
It's an album for an artist. He did a whole like EP. It's an artist called Quinn 92. I listen to him all the time, and he's got a whole whole album, and this is for whatever reason it's got like the 3 like releases were like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's like a whole mustard Mike's brand. I don't know how he came up with all this, but he's one of my favorite artists, so I've got the hat.
Am I like that out of touch? I don't know anything.
No, probably not. It's not like I don't know. He's not like the most popular artist in the whole world. I don't think it's like I want to say like a popish, like good vibe music kind of thing. Like not really. I don't know. I don't know what your music taste is.
I don't know what mine is either. I've got a lot of Bad Bunny recently, who had a fantastic, what I thought, halftime show. DTMF was always a great song, and it was actually one of my favorites before the show. But ever since that, I just keep seeing it on Instagram, so it's kind of just stuck in my head permanently. But terrific production. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Jessica Alba. She's timeless. Looks as good as ever. So whatever she's doing, keep it up. Yeah. But let's find some golfers here.
Yeah. I had Xander in my top 20 last week, and he did not finish well. Xander, Siwoo Kim, and Hideki. So Siwoo Kim and Hideki pulled through for me. Xander did not so much. So let's get a winner this week.
So I'm going to pull up a few things. First, we'll bring up data golf. There's not much good this week from a pure outright perspective, but look, a lot of these, the reality is a lot of these books are getting a lot better at pricing golf. FanDuel used to be the best have the best golf odds a year ago, and now you can't find any good numbers there, which is not great. But data golf obviously has Scotty as an overwhelming favorite, plus 374 in their model. Followed by Rory, Siwoo, Xander, got her up, Cam Young, Ben Griffin, Mav, Fitz, and Hideki. I'm not touching Hideki with the 10-foot pole. I don't care what the hell the numbers say. I need a break. But
you're done with
what?
Said you're done with him already.
I'm eyeing him next week, if I'm being honest, which we'll talk about next week.
Fair.
It's better. I think it's a better course fit. But look, Scotty's the overwhelming favorite, right? Like, he's the best in the world. He is by far and away the best, not by far and away, but he's one of the top 3 approach players on the PGA Tour and around the greens as well. It's hard to get much better than him. And now that he's able to kind of putt, it's a bit crazy.
Yeah, I've already got Scotty. I boosted him earlier in the week. I got Scotty first round leader, and I got it just over 13-1. So hopefully he starts out hot. That was before I think the courses were announced here.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to go to live stat. Oh, I'm an idiot. Why am I blanking on what to click here? So let's look at some strokes gains data. Oh, and I keep clicking the wrong thing. It's been a while since I've been on here.
Hey, we're just getting back into it. It's the first, we got the first 2 tournaments of the year. It's the third one where we haven't clicked around in here in a while.
This is 5. But this is,
never mind. See?
Look, the WM Phoenix Open's always a big one. But this is the first signature. So this is a lot more meaning. You got Rory coming back. You got Tommy Fleetwood coming back to the States. Guys like Shane Lowry, too. Like, they've been playing on the DP World Tour for January, and now they're making their season debuts. So all the big guns are in this, except for like Will Zalatoris, Brooks Koepka. Obviously, the guys on LIV are not in this, but those 2 specifically, who are probably 2 of the top 80 golfers in the world for sure. But they're not in it, obviously, due to injury last year and just returning from LIV. But yeah, it's every kind of a horse is in this, right? Mm-hmm. It's a major field without LIV, pretty much. But look, we want guys, as I said, that have good approach games and are good around the green. Right now, Siwoo Kim is the best approach player on planet Earth. I had Siwoo last week. I am eyeing him this week. I don't know who I'm taking for sure yet. I'll tweet out a full card later. But I'm eyeing Siwoo. I don't know what his best odds are. We'll just run through a few others. I liked Russell Henley a lot, but if you go to, he's the most tipped golfer. If you haven't seen this account, great. Let me just
pull it up. Just heads up to Siwoo Kim. Best odds are on DraftKings right now, plus 2,500. Looks like the next best is on ProfitX at plus 2375. So DraftKings actually is a pretty good price there if you do want to take a stab at Siwoo.
Hold on. Let me make this a lot simpler. Actually, I'm moving some stuff around in the background, playing producer as we go.
Very good.
Is this it? All right, you see my screen now, right?
Yeah, you're back in.
All right, no one needs to see my bookmarks. Hold on. So No one needs to know our business here. Look, this is a great account, Golf Tips Checker, just to see kind of what golf Twitter is on. I really liked Russell Henley. He opened at 33-1. I was about to take him actually on Fanatics with the boost, so I was going to get like close, a little over 40-1. And as I hit submit, the odds changed to 28-1, so I didn't take it. But he's the second most tipped golfer. Hovland, Day, like all guys who are incredible approach players. Like Hovland, ranked 8th, great around the green. Day, ranked 5th. And he's always in contention here at Pebble Beach. I mean, Jason Day at Pebble Beach is unbelievable. He might take him in my one and done this week. We'll see. But Pebble Beach. T13, T6, like T24, T7, 4th, T5, T4, T2, top 5, T5 here. So he's pretty much always within contention. Yeah. He loves this course. He thrives at this course. Like, I don't think he has a win at this course, though. But he's got more top 10s at this course than he does not, which is pretty wild. So he thrives here. And I guess that's why he is the 4th most touted golfer. I've also been using BetSperts as the rabbit hole, which is awesome, by the way. Highly recommend you check that out if you are a golf fanatic like myself. But I kind of like Siwoo Kim. If I'm going to probably take a stab at one of the guys closer to the top of the odds board, right? I'm not betting Scotty. I like, that's just not fun. He probably will win. But look, Siwoo has been really good this year. He's like first start of the year, T11. At the second start, T6, and the last 2 weeks, T2 and T3. He's been right there. He's been incredible in his approach play. Like, the only thing he's not great at, which obviously you need to be good at, is his putting has sucked every single Sunday in a tournament. Like, and he also, by the way, last week, I think he shot 3 over in round 1, or if I'm not mistaken, sorry, 1 over in round 1. But like, he basically just like folded. 2 over. Forgot it was a par 71. Like him and Scotty shit the bed in round 1. And if they didn't, either one of them win the tournament, right? Like, yeah, like he's been playing really good golf, and maybe he breaks through this week and gets that win. I kind of like him at, you said 28-1 was his best odds, or
25-1. 25-1 is what I was seeing. When you said it, I went ahead and took him at 25-1. So I'm in on that.
Oh, you're already in. Okay, great. I will join you. It
was looking good.
I played 2 things actually already. Let me go back to it. I played Ryo Hisatsune. If you guys recall, I used to talk about him a lot during the summer in those tournaments. I would bet on him often. He's 23 years old. He's from Japan. He's incredible at golf. He is a young stud, and he's gotten a lot better this offseason because he's finally learning to putt. He cannot do that very well before, but look, he's getting a little better there. He's really precise with his irons, and he's really good around the green. And he's look, I don't know if he's going to win the tournament. I don't think he will, but he's also been playing a lot better recently. And I got him at 150-1 with each way bets for the top 5, right? If you know what that is. So I basically bet him outright, and I also bet him to finish 2 through 5. So if he does that, then I win $1,000. I put $50 on a total. So 25 on outright at him at 150-1. So that's close to, what is that, 4K off the top of my head. And then I have him to finish in pretty much anywhere from 2 through 5. for another $1,000 for 25. So you could each way bet at Bet Rivers if you are in New York or New Jersey. I don't think you can also at Bet 365 if you're in New Jersey, like Ryan. You cannot. We don't have Bet 365 here. But Rio, he's been playing a lot better.
You're making me want to take a stab at him.
I mean, it's not a bad shot. Our old friend Mike and I were discussing him earlier in the week, so we just decided to take it.
All right, I'll put a little flyer on him. I'm gonna get in on this with you.
Yeah, take it each way. Put put $20 on it total, $10 outright, $10 each way. I think on Bet 365 you could do 8 places. Like on Bet Rivers, I could only do 5, which sucks.
I'm looking to see if I can't do anything on. Sadly, can't do anything on Bet Rivers or Bet 365. So I'm looking at my options here.
That is annoying. Data Golf does not win. I will tell you that.
He'll be worth my like $25. Maybe I'll get in there joining 25 to win 375 on DraftKings. Why not?
Wait, 25 to win 375.
3,775. I skipped a 7 in there.
I was like, what? That is awful.
He's still 150. He's still 150 to 1.
Okay, maybe put 10 on that. All right. Data Golf likes him at 235 to 1, which we're not getting.
No, we're not getting that. No, unfortunately not.
I'm not going to be a slave to the model, though. I just like his recent form, and his the way he plays kind of checks out for this course, right? He's really good around the green. He's got a pretty decent approach play, and he's not like too erratic with his driver. If he can make some putts, he could be in contention. I also took Sahith Theegala top 10 because when it came out on Monday, it was just DraftKings was hanging some good numbers. That's pretty much it. And I also nibbled on his outright without Scotty Scheffler, which was greater than his current outright. So I have him at 105 to 1 without Scotty. So if he comes in second and Scotty wins, that hits, and I have him top 10. His number, you know what his number opened up at DraftKings to win? That's now 100 to 1. 150. It's now down to 80, 66, 90, 80, and 100.
That's nice.
He's not going to win. I'll tell you that much.
Looking
a good number to pass out. I couldn't pass up.
Let's see. I'm looking if I can get the maxes they've got on. Nope, Kalshi bids only go up this high. Okay, just peeking around to see what the other pricing was, but looks like you can't go 150 to 1 on Kalshi.
150 to 1 on Kalshi?
No, you can't. It doesn't go up. Highest you can get is like plus 9,900 on the golf outright. So you can probably only get better pricing on like the standard ones.
I haven't really looked at Kalshi for golf.
Yeah, I was just taking a peek at the outrights here too. Like you got your round run leader.
This is a great price. You're getting Scotty at 4 to 1?
No, 3 to 1, 3 to 1.
What are you talking about?
You can flip it to I have mine flipped to sportsbook odds. It's plus 300.
Wait, what?
I don't know how I did it, but mine's flipped the sportsbook odds.
You don't see 24 cents?
No, I see plus 300 on mine. But 24 cents is still right. What's it called?
What,
24 cents is still about plus 300. 25% probability is plus 300. So right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do all the conversions for you. They got slightly better on all those guys. Siwoo Kim's worse on Kalshi right now, so bet him on DraftKings.
What is he?
All these 3%ers are plus 32, 33. But yeah, I was just peeking around, seeing what it looked like.
Interesting. I'm an idiot. I thought Scotty said 20 to 1. That's why.
No. It's just plus 300.
It would be helpful if I actually wore my contacts. I don't mind
Yeah.
Fox. His odds are probably not good here. What is let's see. What is Batia? I'm not sure if anyone's been watching, but he's been lighting up TGL. And he actually played pretty well last week. I don't even see him, man. Did I just completely go too fast? All right, whatever. I'm gonna go with Siwoo Kim, probably. And a few others, which I'll tweet out.
Yeah, right back to it. I'm back to Siwo.
And I assume you
I think
have
he's
a
plus yeah, the top finish. I'm looking at doing to start. I was looking at Henley and Siwoo in my top 20, and then throwing in one more guy.
Okay, hold on. Let me Siwoo Henley. What are your and you need one more?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to go too crazy, but I mean, it's also tough.
No one's got great odds on data on DraftKings really for top 20. I mean, you want to go chalk
compared
just take Scotty?
Well, I think it has to be plus 300. I will even get me there.
No, I didn't even know there has to be plus 300 though.
All right, let me peek at it. I believe it has to be plus 300. No, plus 200. I could just go chalk and go Scotty. Maybe I'll see one across. I say that it's just not gonna. I'm not gonna see one across.
I mean, it's not terrible. Siwoo, Henley, Scotty, top 20, almost 2 and 3/4 to 1. Not horrible. I mean, you could check Scotty off. He congratulations. He has to tee off and he'll be in top 20. Also, you have to remember this is an 80-person field. So you're just betting on the literally top quarter of the field.
Yeah. Which is why maybe I want to take someone else,
Yeah. I mean, let's see. I mean, the DraftKings doesn't love any of the numbers, but like you want a pure passion play from me?
Yeah, I'll take a pure passion play from you. Let's see what you got. It looks
I don't
like
mind
this guy.
I don't mind Jacob Bridgman. He's been pretty good. I mean, Rio. If I took him to win, I like him to place top 20.
Yeah, no, of course.
Ryan Fox isn't bad. Tom Hogue also loves this golf course.
What about Taylor Pendrith? Do you like him?
For whatever reason, he's not in my wheel of schmucks that I bet on.
What about Pearson Cody?
Pearson Cody is really good. He's a young gun.
He's got decent odds on DraftKings to add to this slate at plus 154.
Then you get 7.5 to 1. I don't mind that. Pearson Cody's been pretty good too.
Let's lock that in. I'm gonna lock that in for myself.
All right, so you're taking Siwoo Kim top 20, Russell Henley top 20, and Pearson Cody top 20, and you're getting close to 7.5 to 1. And what's it boosted to?
Plus 899.
Not bad. So you're getting 9 to 1.
We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. I think the only thing we haven't covered now in this one is I do think we have to. I know I took Scotty, but I do have to take one first round leader off the stream just for fun here, even if I only get like 10 bucks on it.
For the record, Pearson Cody has all 4 tournaments this year. He's 4 for 4.
Well, hopefully he continues that up and he's not due for a loss. Keep playing good golf, buddy.
Keep going. The 26-year-old Baylor alum. I think he went to Baylor. Did he not?
He spells is weird. He spells interesting. You got another E in there.
Oh, you went to Texas. Who went to Baylor that I was just looking at? I forget. Anyways, first round leader. I don't think Data Golf has it split for the courses, but it's not great, the pricing, since it is split.
No, I just want some. I was like just looking around. I want to see if I can get someone. If I just stick with Scotty, I just stick with with Scotty.
I don't even. I mean, unless I'm crazy, I don't even see. Guess what?
No, it's
FanDuel.
not on DraftKings right now. I think they may have taken it away. They might be pricing the courses right now. I'm only seeing FanDuel and Fanatics at the current moment that's got this round one leader.
And Fanatics obviously doesn't have a desktop version. I don't even where do you see it on FanDuel?
Uh, finishing positions.
Is it I don't see it.
Oh, maybe I'm just losing. Hold on. I was looking third party. Maybe I'm just
I don't.
maybe they don't even have it on there. Maybe they're all
No.
pricing it right now. Jeez.
Huh. Well, I would bring up Fanatics, but they don't have a desktop. I have a
Finishing
25.
positions.
I have a 25% boost on Fanatics too for a very large max, which I might deploy.
You could probably push them into them. They probably have a good. You could probably get a good matchup boost there, and just get
Only
it.
only FRL.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'll be taking it. I'll be taking a shot.
Scotty's plus 650 there. Siwoo's plus 1600. It seems.
First round leader.
Mm.
I don't even know what courses they're playing. I haven't looked at this yet. I will later.
All right.
All right, but you're going with Scotty? You already took them.
I put them in earlier in the week. It looks like I don't have a first. I actually can't find this on FanDuel either. So maybe they just got it pulled for right now. Um, but I have Scotty. Yeah, I got him. I got a seemingly a decent price on him. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I bet it before the courses and everything came out. So
I mean, it seems like you got a decent price,
yeah,
unless I am going crazy here. 'Cause, I mean, Data Golf likes him at has him at plus 893. And what do you have him at?
1320.
Okay,
Yeah, so hopefully we're all right.
pretty solid then.
Yeah, hopefully he plays some good golf early. If he seems to surge late in the on the last 2 days of the tournament. He seems to really pick it up.
Well, he usually is pretty good in the first few too. Just
Well,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah.
It's what do you got on the hoops card? I got nothing there. So
I mean, I think this is the last. What today's the last day? Are you talking NBA or college basketball?
yeah,
We got
yeah.
2 days till All-Star break, dude. It's just been a shit show of like players in, out. They're sitting guys. Teams are resting guys. Like the Jazz aren't playing any of their guys in the fourth quarter right now, which is just absurd. They're like so clearly tanking, so they have to so they can keep their pick from the Thunder. I think my brother was saying that it's like it's protected like spots 1 to 4 and 8 to 12. So if it lands anywhere in the middle, the Thunder get it. If they don't, if it's somewhere else, the Thunder don't get it. It's a whole mess. Like I
It's
thought the
pretty
NBA
crazy.
had tanking. Yeah, I thought the NBA had tanking like a little bit figured out because of the lottery system and the expanded playoff. Considering half the damn league gets a shot at making the playoffs, and then half the damn league also gets a shot at the first overall pick. So you don't really have any guarantees, but somehow teams are just still doing it. Which I don't. They got to go back to the drawing board. It seems here because it's insane.
It's wild. The NBA needs to figure it out because seemingly, as you said, close to a third of the league is trying to tank. Look, and for good reason. It's going to be an exceptional draft class, and getting a star player in the draft is the only way some of these organizations will ever get a potential star player, right? Like they're not going to flock to, let's be honest, Utah or Indiana for free agency, more
Mm-hmm.
likely than like those are not
Yeah,
like hotbed destinations for free agents. But yeah, the NBA's got a bit of an issue. The regular season pretty much sucks, if I'm being honest.
yeah.
These guys play one game, they sit the next. I saw there was a great tweet recently. I forgot who it's from, but let me try and find it quickly.
Yeah, I was talking about this yesterday too. I mean, I was a big NBA fan the last like couple years, and I really haven't watched too many games this season, and they fell off a little bit last season. But they've got to figure it out. Like, I mean, the regular season's terrible. Like the primetime games are just not exciting anymore. The three has kind of just. I mean, the teams have really figured out the game of basketball with from a three-pointer perspective. So much more susceptible to like large blowouts, which happen fairly often. All-Star Weekend's essentially a joke. Like we have no-name guys in the dunk contest. They've got to cancel the whole thing.
Using the
Damian
dunk.
Lillard's
Wait,
what's up?
what? I'm
What's
sorry.
up?
What were you about to say? Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard, he's playing participating in the three-point contest. Is not
He
playing
tears
basketball this year.
Achilles?
What's up? Yeah, he's still shooting the three-point contest, but he hasn't played. He's not playing any basketball, which is just also insane. Like two of the top three like three-point shooters this season alone on like percentage and like field goals made, threes made per game are just not participating in this the 3-point contest. So they got to figure something out because the All-Star game's been a shit show the last couple of years. Dunk contest kind of stinks. I think they just got to like can a dunk contest in my opinion. Like they've gone so far. Like there's only so many dunks these guys can possibly do.
I was
Like
gonna say
we're past it.
it's really tough because you are right, and I've been saying this for years. Like the slam dunk contest growing up was awesome. Used to be a must see event. I couldn't tell you who's been in it recently, but like everything is just overdone, right? There's only so many dunks you could do, right? Unless you're doing like some sort of backflips or cartwheels into a dunk. Like if you remember what they used to do in like NBA Live 2005, like those crazy dunks that are completely unrealistic. I don't know how you fix it because it's just the same shit over and over, right? Like cool, like these guys are showing off their elite athleticism and slamming it down, but like it becomes pretty boring, right? You're watching the same thing over and over. There's no kind of element of surprise anymore in the slam dunk contest. And it also doesn't help that no star players participate, right? Like
Yeah,
it's been like that for a while. Like this year, the 4 participants are Carter Bryant, Jackson Hayes, Kashad Johnson, and Jace Richardson. If you asked the everyday common person how many of those people they would know, they would probably say 0, which is a big problem. It's hard to market it without marquee players. Like,
no, I know. They gotta do something. I mean, the last good one was the Levine Aaron Gordon year, and that dunk contest was fantastic. But just since then, there's only so much stuff that you can come up with to be creative. Like you can add more props. We've kind of seen it all: jumping over people, jumping over mascots, jumping over cars, free throw line dunks. I mean, through the leg from the free. Like there's only so much stuff that you can get creative with, and like even then, these guys have to get even more and more creative. And then they're not doing it on the first try. It's taking 3, 4 tries, and just kind of takes away from that as well. Like that, they got to just come up with I think another event and just can it because, like you said, the stars aren't in it, and there's just no more creative dunks you could possibly do in that in that sequence. In my opinion, you're going to see the same thing, and they're going to give it a 50 for a dunk we saw 15 years ago. It's great.
yeah, it's pretty tough. What are the odds? Is that available in Jersey or no?
I actually have not looked. I don't know if it's available yet or not. Let's see. NBA All-Star Weekend.
Are they doing East versus West again, or is it like that stupid pickup thing?
They have like a new thing too. It's like US versus world, but there's like 3 squads, I'm pretty sure. So there's one world squad and there's 2 US squads, and they're split in 3. I don't know this. I don't know how the breakdown is. This is my first time actually looking into all of it. Um, no, it doesn't look like the odds are up yet on like DraftKings or anything. They will be, but not yet.
I see.
But yeah.
I see 3-point contest is out.
Okay.
Damian Lillard's plus 390 to win. He's second behind Con Knuppel, which is pretty great. Con Knuppel, sorry. Which is pretty wild considering he's been rehabbing for a torn Achilles, but
Yeah.
tore it like 10, 11 months ago. So not. But
I mean, it's just crazy that he doesn't have to like play to be a part of All-Star Weekend. Which then the same thing. Like Mac McClung has won the dunk contest for the last couple of years, and he just comes
he
up
was
from
in
the G League and signs a 10-day contract for the dunk contest and goes back down. Like
crazy.
It's nuts. They
The
gotta
NBA
figure
is
it out, man.
NBA is in a bit of a precarious to look inward a bit and figure some
Yeah.
things out.
The only thing that matters for them is the playoffs, which the playoffs are still good. Like the NBA finals are still fun, but like besides that, that's all they've got going for them right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's I it's kind of unwatchable most times if I'm being honest. At the moment, they gotta definitely start the season later, like around Christmas probably. Them going up against the NFL is just pretty pointless for them, right? Like, also, it seems like for whatever reason, guys cannot play 82 games anymore, which is pretty crazy considering the advancements in modern medicine and science. Like, that guys are having more trouble now than they were 40, 30 years ago. Sure, I'm sure there's like more stresses on the body, right? Like, but that's neither here nor there. I did find this tweet to be absolutely amazing from at Kendo VT, Kenny Kim. Winter Olympians. I've ruptured my ACL, but I'm still going to ski 80 miles per hour down a hill of ice. I've broken my arm, but I'm still going to jump 30 feet into the air on my snowboard while twisting and flipping at the same time. NBA players. I played yesterday. I'm going to take today off. Pretty accurate summary of the state of NBA players, honestly.
I saw that one. It was a good one. I mean, to caveat your point of like the modern medicine and everything, I think that's also like a little bit part of the problem is they're seeing the mod like with the modern medicine, they're seeing how much of an impact some of
Right.
these little nagging things do have on your potential health and serious injuries on top of it. So it goes both ways where it's like we have access to all this more data and you know, they're talking about how, you know, especially the big thing right now is the calf strains that to not rush back because you know, I've seen more Achilles injuries. So just stuff in that wheelhouse, I think is forced like causing players to sit more in that regard.
By the way, you should definitely sit as long as possible if you do have a calf strain. That's actually true. Like, I remember I had that. We were at the conference together. I could barely walk. That shit sucks. Oh, I couldn't golf for like 2 months. It was brutal. So be
I
careful out there.
remember.
Those are serious. But it does suck that when these guys just play a game, then don't play a game, and there's no really specific reason why. It's just kind of
Yeah,
load
no,
management. It's a tough sell to the fans. Anyways,
no, I agree.
before we wrap up the college basketball season, we're a month away from March Madness, which is awesome. I've been starting to watch some games again. I went 1-1 last night. I took Miami, which was a winner. They covered +2.5 at home against North Carolina, who was coming off an emotional, hard-fought comeback victory against their arch rival Duke. So I thought that would kind of just be a nice letdown spot for them. I was proven right. But starting to look forward a bit and seeing if there's any good futures out here for some potentials. Call them sleeping giants, some potential champions. Obviously, I think there's only been one NCAA champion this century that hasn't been ranked in the top 25 offensive and defensive rating on KenPom. So that's where I was looking. Gonzaga caught my eye. I actually placed a preseason wager on them earlier in the year, and the odds have gone against me. I have them at 16-1. My thought process was basically their schedule is a cakewalk, and I believe they pretty much would have got it. We're on track to get the 1 seed in the West region. So I think the West is running through NCAA 2026. I believe it's in Seattle. So it would have been pretty much a home game, or I could be wrong. But I have the Zags. Anything that you have at the moment, or no? Sorry,
I
San
actually
Jose.
do have a couple actually. Let me look at my thing here. I don't know if I have any straight outrights, but I know I've got a couple futures in general.
Michigan, Michigan might be a wagon, by the way.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, Arizona just took their first loss to Kansas without Darian Pedersen
Yeah.
and or however you say his name. Just that guy's just an anomaly right now. He just plays sometimes, doesn't play other times, just plays when he
He's
feels like it.
preparing
But
for
then
life
he's
in the NBA.
I know. I mean, when he does play, he's the best player in the country. It's crazy.
It's it's pretty wild.
He's just
He,
great at
he's
all other ways.
he's ready to play in the NBA. He's gearing up. Um, but yeah, I got a bad number on Gonzaga. Seemingly, it's now 40-1, which is
Yeah, these are tough. They go. I mean, you win a couple games here, and then they go. It switches, and you know, based on what their seed's going to be, it's hard to get it is you got to do a lot of speculation, look for the best number, and then hope kind of things fall your way. I feel like it changes weekly.
I have no idea what
What?
St. John. So there were, I think there were. I was looking at it earlier. I think there's 8 teams that qualify. By the way, for that really good, that top 25 offense and defense: Michigan, Zona, Duke, Houston, Florida, Iowa State, Connecticut did when I looked yesterday. Purdue, never taking Purdue to win it all. We don't need to go into that right now. Gonzaga and Vanderbilt. So if you're looking to find an Iowa, I guess they must have joined. If you're looking to find a tourney winner, it's going to come from probably one of those I just named. I would also include UConn in there. I think they were in that before their last game. So obviously this fluctuates a bit, but and you can't discount Danny Hurley as well, just to get his guys going.
I've got a UConn to reach the Final Four, so that's one of my few. I actually don't have any March Madness winners. I've got a couple. I've got a couple conference tournament winners, but nothing.
Vandy. I don't know if this is the best number, so hold on. But like Vandy at 60-1 catches my eye. If they're I don't know the first thing about them. I do know that they've invested way more money into nil, so it does make sense that they're a lot better. They're 50-1 on DraftKings, 60-1 at FanDuel. And Vandy, they rank 13th in KenPom offensive rating, 20th in defensive rating. They have a really good coach, the guy from James Madison. Maybe he follows in Signetti's footsteps, right? Go from James Madison to a Power 5 school that's historically been pretty shitty and turn them into a championship team in year 2. So possible.
Yeah, no, I mean it is. They were on a heater to start the season. That's one of the futures that I had for them to win the SEC. They've kind of fallen off, but I think they started the year like crazy good. I mean, they're still 20-4. I don't know. I guess their odds have dropped significantly, but still.
I mean, I don't know the first thing about them. I'm not going to pretend I do, but by just looking at the numbers, it seems like they're pretty fucking good. They lost to Florida at home. Florida's obviously great. Todd, defending reigning champs. Todd Golden's a really good coach. They just lost to Oklahoma by 1. That's tough at home. They got A&M at Missouri, Tennessee. All right, so they don't have the hardest end to the season. Ole Miss, I thought was going to be really good this year, actually, and I'm shocked they're not. I had them to make the Sweet 16 last year, which they did.
Yeah, they're 11-12. Geez, I'm actually just as you were saying, I think that I have to now that my Tigers are actually pretty good this year. I have to put a wager on them to win it, even though they just they do not have the team by any stretch of the imagination. But
what is their 151?
They're 250-1 on Caesar, so I'm getting that in right now just for a fun one. I got to.
69th on offense, 14th on defense. Wisco.
Yeah,
that's it. 29th on offense, 50th on defense.
They just win for Wisco yesterday, right?
Yeah, they beat Illinois. They also beat Michigan recently, and then they also had a horrible loss. But yeah, that's college basketball chatter for right now. I'm intrigued by Vandy. I have to run it by our Vandy syndicate, who we all know very well, and see get their true thoughts. I got to give Mike a call and get a state of the Vanderbilt Commodores basketball team. Just get a gauge on them if this is a good one, if it's a good number, and 2, if they actually have a path to win it all. Based on the numbers, they do. So, but anyway, I'll tweet out.
I like it.
Go on.
Go ahead. No, I like it. I had Vandy at the beginning of the season too, so I was on them and they were playing well. I mean, I hadn't been following up, but it seems like they're still 20-4, so and ranks top 20 in the country. So when I saw it, I guess they had like that tough stretch that we saw where they lost 3 in a row. So, I mean, I'd probably put their SEC conference numbers a little bit lower because they probably don't I don't know how the SEC tournament works, so they probably don't have a chance at like the 1 or 2 seed now, and they have a harder path to get actually to the championship.
Do you have regular season or tournament? They're 80-1 to win the regular season.
I don't know what it is actually. It's just regular. It just says SEC conference winner. So I'm gonna have to do my own due diligence here to figure out which one that is.
I want to look into that one. All right. Well, we'll talk more college basketball in the near future. I'll tweet out my full golf card when I have it later. What else you got for us before we head off?
No, the only other big air NBA news is LeBron officially has just finished his 21 straight seasons in a row of being an All NBA player. So now that streak is officially done as of yesterday, which is just wild news. He has a longer All NBA streak than there's only 6 players who have a longer career than he has an All NBA streak. So that's just an absurd an absurd stat. And that record is probably never getting broken, I would say, because most people don't even play for 21 years. So to be an all NBA player for 21 years, I don't see that I don't see that one going anywhere.
That is actually like jaw dropping, honestly. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize like 21
Yeah.
straight all NBA teams is something that will never be replicated. Like, and just speaks to one, obviously, his immense talent. He is the second greatest basketball player of all time, in my opinion. It speaks to his durability and his ability to just stay healthy throughout his entire career. It's been a pleasure to watch, and it's been incredible to witness. And I think people took most of his career for granted, and they shouldn't. It's winding down, and you should enjoy him.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite players of all time, so I know I have. But that is just incredible. 21 All NBA seasons, yeah. And how many people have played 20 plus years in the NBA? Like 6 plus?
No, there's only 6 players who have a longer career than he has All NBA seasons in a row.
That is remarkable. So I didn't realize.
It seems like we're finally on our way to the end. He lost the 20-point streak this year. He lost this streak here. I mean, it's sad to see he's still putting up, 20 something 7 and 7, but it's not the same as it once was, unfortunately.
Look, unfortunately, father time is
You're 41.
undefeated, but it's pretty remarkable what he is still doing at 41, right? At 41 years old, to be putting up close to 22 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists, that is insane, honestly. Like,
yeah, no, it's still something. The Lakers are decent in the West too, so let's see if they can make some noise. Maybe one last hurrah. Luka's going to have to do some miracle work over there for that to be the case, but who knows? Weirder things have happened.
We've seen crazier. Look, he probably took a worse Mavs team to the finals, but obviously the West was worse then. We'll see though.
The West is good. Yeah, no, it'll be tough, but yeah. So long run, 21 years. I think I got some quick fun facts. The last time LeBron did not make an All NBA team, Mark Zuckerberg launched Facebook, the Facebook. The top song in America was Usher's "Yeah." At that
great song. Great song.
It is a great song.
Music video too.
And that same year, the last episode of Friends aired. So he's been doing this for a long time now.
I mean, I was 10, so
yeah,
I was in fifth.
No, I was 7.
Really crazy stuff. What a career! What a career! This stuff will never be replicated. It's pretty wild.
No. Yeah, we won't see it again, I don't think. And if we do, it's not for a very, very long time. It won't be in the next 40 years, I don't think, at least.
It's crazy. All right. Well, we'll talk next week, and let's go see Woo Kim, and I'll tweet out a few more.
Yeah, see Woo Kim and Scotty. Let's get it.
All right. We'll chat soon. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.